Hey everyone, I'm back. I actually meant to upload a video last weekend, but I ended up not doing it. I ended up getting busy, so sorry about that. But in between my last video and now this one, something really exciting has happened. The Avengers Infinity War trailer came out, and there's like 150 million reaction videos now on YouTube, so I'm not going to do that. But I did want to talk about it a little bit. It's really crazy. Well, so I'm getting ready for the movie, right? I think I told you guys I have. I think it's like a mix between Infinity Gauntlet and probably the Infinity Stories. I mean, we'll find out. Who knows? But so I'm getting ready for it, and I think it is crazy that this is kind of like starting to come to the culmination of the 10 years of Marvel and like the end of their Phase 3 and everything like that. It's really like, so it started with Iron Man 1, and I feel like that Marvel Studios really started like popularizing superhero movies. Like there was ones before, right? There was the Sam Raimi Spider-Man ones. There was Hulk, X-Men, Blade, all those different ones. But there's something with Marvel Studios that really pushed it to being like the mainstream where like everyone loves it. It doesn't matter who you are, all over the world, everyone loves it. And it's kind of crazy. I think it was, who was it? I think it was maybe Kevin Smith, maybe it was someone else that said, they're like, okay, Marvel Studios has made everyone into like comic book readers because now that all these movies are like connected and they all like go in sequence, and from one to the next, it's like you have to like see the movie or like see the issue before to like see the next one. Now you don't have to do that, but it helps, right? Because it's an ongoing story. So it's like a crazy point in time where how superhero movies are now, just like they could be any genre, they're really popular. Because it was not like that at all when I was growing up. I mentioned to you guys I had been collecting comics since, I don't know, as long as I can remember, grade school at least, like the beginning of grade school. I used to go to the comic book store every week. I used to, read stuff weekly or like scrounge together allowance money to get stuff. And growing up, it was not popular at all to like superheroes. And I'm not saying it's like cool now, but everyone goes to see Marvel movies and everyone likes it. So it's super easy to say like, oh, some hipster looking guy is like, oh yeah, it's I've liked comic books before everyone else, but it really wasn't cool when I was growing up. I actually remember, so like I always had a collection of comic books, but I remember in comic books you used to be able to order t-shirts and things like that, and they had like they had like regular t-shirts, but then they had like all over print shirts, which they still have now, where it's like the front and back is a huge print. And I remember I was in 6th grade. I actually ordered he was like my favorite Spider-Man artist, Mark Bagley. I ordered a shirt that was like his artwork. It was one of my favorite covers of all time. It was from the Clone Saga, which everyone hates that story, but it was a front and back print, and it was Scarlet Spider fighting Spider-Man on it. And I got it, and I was in 6th grade. It was like the summer of 6th grade because I was going into junior high school, and I had like just gotten it, and I was like wearing it outside. I actually used to like play with a neighbor kid, and I was wearing it outside, and I remember that his like older sister was like one of like the popular girls in school, and we were like playing outside, and she saw it, and she's like, oh, you're not gonna wear that like when you go into junior high, right? And I'm like, I was embarrassed, so I'm like, no. And she's like, oh, okay, because kids will make fun of you. And I don't think I ever wore the shirt again because I was like intimidated by that. It wasn't cool. So times have changed, right? Now it's just like superheroes are everywhere. It's fine to like it. It's like obviously everyone wears superhero shirts now, but yeah, it's really crazy how everything's different now. So I don't know. It's kind of like a weird feeling with this phase of whatever this Marvel thing is, with whatever this Phase 3 is coming to an end. So I'm pretty excited about it. The trailer looks great. I'm going to read up on stuff before it. Like I said, I'd read Infinity Gauntlet, but I hadn't read Infinity yet. So, and yeah, one other thing I wanted to do before the movie came out is complete my Marvel Studios movie collection. So I think I own all of them except for maybe 2. So I wanted to see if I can get those two before the movie came out. Now, I'm not necessarily going to marathon all of them before it comes out. I've seen all of them multiple times, but I at least wanted to own them and maybe rewatch some of them. So yeah, I'm going to see if I can fill that out and get ready for the movie.
Bukowski's growing old. This coffee's getting cold. I guess I'll never know why you closed the window. Start reading Hemingway. Start drinking cups of Earl Grey. And I guess maybe one day I'll be yours forever. I'm the best book you'll never read. You make me feel like Jimmy Dean. You make me feel like Morrissey when you undress from your best dress. To keep warm, I'll bring a sweater. You can have mine, it looks better. And honestly, you can take it home. To keep warm, I'll bring a sweater. You can have mine, it looks better. And honestly, you can take it home. You can take it home. I take black keys to stay safe. I do my best to stay out your way. And I guess maybe one day I'll be yours forever.
Okay, so before anyone gives me any crap, I did own Iron Man 1 and the Avengers before. Iron Man 1 I had on DVD, and Avengers, I think I bought it like used and just had the disc, but like never had the case for it. So I rebought those today, and I never did own Thor 1 for some reason. But these are now all the Marvel Studios films, so I do own all of them on Blu-ray. Again, I know no one collects physical media anymore except me, but I've been doing it my whole life, so I guess I'm just used to it. But yeah, so all the Marvel Studios movies laid out here. There's a lot, and yeah, so it's, again, like I was saying, it's kind of coming to a head now. It's like culminating in 10 years of it in these Infinity War movies, the first one, and then whatever the second one's going to be called. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. So just to talk about it a little bit, Iron Man 1 I think came out in 2008, and I really feel like Iron Man was kind of more like a B-list hero at that point. Like, I hadn't really read that many Iron Man comics before the movie came out. I had read him in like other things. I think Civil War, the comic, came out before that, and so I knew him like from that. I knew him from other places, but I don't think he was that popular. And then with the movie, he blew up, right? He's like he's a star of all of it. So like, it's kind of strange how Marvel decided who to put in the forefront of their movies, because they started off the cinematic universe with Iron Man, and I'm sure that they didn't know where they were going to be now, but still they decided to start off with that, and it like propelled them to the front. Like similarly with Guardians, it was like when Guardians was going to come out, I think it was 2014, I want to say. I could be a little bit off there. Maybe it was 2013. But when the first Guardians came out, people were like, what the hell is Guardians of the Galaxy? And even so, I read Annihilation and Annihilation Conquest, and Guardians have been around for a long time, but Annihilation Conquest is, I think, like where they got the idea for that team for the movie. So for them to decide to put out a blockbuster movie with Guardians in it, when like that's what they were from, like they weren't crazy big in the comics either. It was like a crazy idea, and people were skeptical, and then it came out and it was like everyone loved it. So it's weird seeing these characters that have been around for a long time, and they're like B level or like C level in the comics, and now they're like, people are walking around in Rocket Raccoon and Star-Lord masks. So it's awesome. Yeah, it's really cool. And it's just like from the start of it until now, it's just grown and grown and grown. Obviously, like I was saying with the genres now, it's like it's a superhero movie, but it could be any genre. Like Winter Soldier is way different than Guardians, which is way different than Spider-Man. They're all different. So yeah, I'm excited to see what they do at the end of Phase 3, because I would love it if they reset the universe. Did something with Infinity Gauntlet. I know that probably some of these actors' contracts are ending soon. So yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do, but I would love if they like reset the universe, and then they could travel through time, or like pull some of the characters into Phase 4 then. But it's going to be pretty exciting to see what happens over the next couple of years. So, yeah, I really love these movies, and I'm sure we're 4 weeks away from Infinity War, so I'm sure I'll be back with more thoughts and more videos between now and then. But yeah, thanks for watching, and see you guys soon.
Dr. Ben, now might be a really good time for you to get angry.
That's my secret, Captain. I'm always angry.